From Studio 19, I'm Jeff Allen Wolf. This is A World Gone Mad. All right, let's not waste any time. Here we go. It's another day in June and another display of Donald Trump's ego. Tons of stories to talk about to you, Wolfpack, but we just can't get away for one moment from Donald the Delusional. Trump making everything about him again. New York Knicks, NBA Finals, Madison Square Garden, Monday night, and the Knicks fans are going crazy because of what this signifies for the team and the city of New York. Sports fans are celebrating their team, and rightfully so. Whether you like the Knicks or not is not the point. This city, these fans, are excited about their Knicks. And then along comes Donald Trump. And the game, and tonight becomes all about him and his giant 900-pound ego. No, I'm not telling you about Trump's weight. I'm talking about his ego. Because apparently there isn't a camera in America that can be allowed to function without Donald Trump wandering into the frame. Now, my understanding from reports is that the watch parties, those are the parties people get together with around the city, those fans who can't attend the games, have parties before the games celebrating their team. My understanding is these parties held outside of Madison Square Garden in the vicinity had to be canceled or restricted because of Donald Trump showing up for this game, because of the security for Trump. Nothing says, I'm here for the fans, quite like shutting down the fans. So instead of focusing everything on the sporting event, the city, the state, the country has to focus on Donny Boy. Again. Because it's about Trump. He needs to be worshipped. He needs to be adored. You know, at this point, if a goldfish forgets who Donald is for 3 seconds, Trump probably considers it a personal insult. He can't take a breath without this validation. That's Trump's fuel. This whole childish MO from Donald, all of us already know about. But it doesn't change how we feel about it. It's sickening. We can't enjoy one event in our country without having to pay homage to Donald Trump. We can't have basketball. We can't have history. We can't have a national celebration. Everything eventually gets rerouted through Mar-a-Lago like it's some kind of national toll booth. And it's just going to get worse. The closer we get to the 4th of July and the 250th celebration of our country. America's birthday should be about America. I've said that in a previous episode. The clue is right there in the name. America's birthday. Shame on you, Donny Boy. Just stay home, sit in front of your computer early in the morning, and fire off capitalized rage tweets. You're already doing that anyway. Spewing your hate and your lies. The real world, the real Americans who care about this country and life and who truly want to make America great again, don't need you in their scenario. You know, boy, if I found a magic lamp somewhere on a deserted road, I know what my first wish would be. To further illustrate Donald's humongous ego, I direct you, the Wolfpack listener, and your attention to Kristen Welker of NBC's Meet the Press. Over the weekend, Trump got into a heated exchange with Welker after she pressed him on his election fraud claims and questions about his proposed anti-weaponization fund. Trump attacked the show Meet the Press and the network, called Welker stupid and crooked, ended the interview, removed his microphone, and walked out. Apparently, the party of personal responsibility has a very short exemption for Donald Trump whenever somebody asks a follow-up question. Now, the interview was conducted in Wisconsin and aired on the episode of Meet the Press that following day. The video shows the exchange escalated when Welker repeatedly asked Donald for evidence to support Trump's claim that the election in California that's still being counted was rigged. Trump became increasingly angry, declared he had had enough, said thanks, darling, and terminated the interview with Welker. For a man who constantly talks about strength, Trump sure spends a lot of time running away from questions. Where do I begin, Wolfpack? I say that sarcastically. Seriously, Donald? Everyone and everywhere all at once is against you. Everyone's cheating you, Donald. Scream it from the highest rooftop to the world. No one likes me, and everyone's cheating me, and they're all out to get me. You know, at some point you stop being the victim of every story, and Trump becomes the common denominator in every story. Well, yeah, a lot of us are out to get you, but in the overall scheme of your comments, no one is cheating you. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here. Donald's methodology over his life has been, if I don't like what's happening, just yell as loud as I can that people are out to fuck me and hurt me every single hour of every single day. It's the political equivalent of a toddler throwing himself on the grocery store floor because someone told him no. I like what Welker did with the interview. She didn't back down. She repeatedly asked Trump, where is your evidence about California's election? And Donald doesn't like to be pushed. Funny how do your own research suddenly becomes a problem when somebody asks Trump to show his evidence. I would say one thing I wish every reporter, every mainstream reporter would do that the reporters are not doing. Stop kissing Donald's ass. Stop frigging arguing with him. Stop battling Trump's comments and reacting to all of them. Just be a broken record when you interview him and ask, what evidence do you have? You never said that, Donald? Here's the video. You never did that, Donald? It's written down and documented. Reality keeps bringing receipts, and Donald keeps acting like the receipt printer is part of a conspiracy. I wish all journalists would learn how to handle Donald Trump as well as Gavin Newsom seems to be handling Trump when he makes his insane comments. Newsom knows how to fight back. You don't argue with a lunatic. You don't get involved in their delusions. You rise above Donald's bullshit. That should be an easy bar to rise above because it sits so low to the ground, it literally is touching the ground. Archaeologists are preparing a dig because somehow Donald found a way to go even lower. Donald Trump needs to be repeatedly pressed in every interview. Put him on the spot. Make him angry. The angrier he gets, the more the mask slips, and the more people see exactly who they're dealing with. Let him get his temper so high that he flames out and walks away. That's how you handle this jackass, this loser, this, as I've said before many times, waste of DNA. This man who is insulting the image of the presidency and what it stands for. Trump, all of you agree with me, is a disgrace to this country. And if any of you listening to me don't agree with me, I truly question your intelligence and sanity. Donald Trump typed recently in a rage tweet in response about the Iran-Israel conflict, I call the shots. I'm the one who calls the shots, not Netanyahu. That tells you everything you need to know about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the supreme leader in charge of the world, according to him. He and he alone determines what is done, who takes what steps, and when they can make a move. In Donald's mind, every world leader is apparently just waiting by the phone for instructions from the self-appointed king of everything. Donald Trump is telling everyone in the world that he controls them. No, Donald, You do not. We all know. Me, you, us, the intelligent ones who listen to my podcast and fight the good fight every day. We all know you're Looney Tunes, bats. We all know that God and the universe is asking you to give back your brain cells because they made a mistake giving them to you in the first place. We're tired of your act. We're tired of your insults, especially to women. We're tired of your demeaning nature in the way you treat minorities, women, hell, anybody. Quite frankly, how you treat every fucking person around you. Respect is something Donald constantly demands and almost never gets. You will never be my president. And for a lot of people in this country, they feel the same way. We need true leadership. Donald, you're not it. Too bad, so sad. Unfortunately, you're dangerous and destructive. You know the magic lamp I told all you, the listeners, earlier? I know what my second wish would be. Can I enjoy a wonderful 4th of July celebrating the 250th birthday of this country with my family and not see, hear, touch, feel, or taste Donald anywhere inside my matrix? One could wish. One could hope. Most likely, unfortunately, I'll need to drink a lot of beer this 4th of July to burn out Donald Trump from my cerebral cortex. That's another episode in A World Gone Mad. If you've enjoyed the podcast, if you found it informative, maybe got a laugh or two, then please contribute to keeping this podcast around. I'm not backed by corporate media. There's no outside money other than my own wallet. So if you could please contribute to the GoFundMe below, even a small donation makes a difference. The link is in the description below this episode. I'm Jeff Allen Wolf. This is A World Gone Mad. I'll be back Wednesday. Till then, I urge you, the Wolfpack, remain skeptical. Question everything. Please, don't lose hope. And most of all, stay alert.